for more tales that cut deep. I'm Alex Whitaker, 37A, financial planner running a small firm, Crestwood Wealth, in a leafy suburb of Raleigh, North Carolina. Me life's not flashy, mid-seven figures in assets, a comfortable nest egg from smart investments. But it's enough for a good life, me wife. Mia, Waverly 34, is the spark in it all. With her bright blue eyes and quick wit, she's the kind of woman who lights up a room. She runs a boutique interior design business, turning homes into art. Our craftsman-style house is our haven, filled with her sketches and my vinyl collections. 11 years married, no kids yet. But we had plans: a beach, house, maybe a dog. A future we'd sketched over late-night wine. I thought we were solid. I was wrong. Mia's always been social. Her calendar packed with client meetings and girls' nights. I loved that about her. Her energy, her independence, but 6 months ago something shifted. She'd come home later. Her smile a little too bright, her phone glued to her hand, just work, she'd say. Dismissing my questions, her perfume changed. Something richer, not the citrus I'd gifted her. I'd ask everything okay, and she'd kiss my cheek, her eyes darting away. Doubt crept in, a quiet poison. I'd read cheating stories online, scoffed at the clueless husbands. I never thought I'd be one. The cracks widened 3 months ago. Mia started planning a girls' trip to Miami with her best friends, Emma Bennett and Lily Larson. They'd been our inner circle since college. Emma, the bold lawyer. Lily, the soft-spoken teacher. We'd hosted barbecues, game nights, their laughter filling our home. But this trip felt off. Mia was cagey. Her plans vague, just sun and cocktails, she said. But her eyes didn't meet mine. I nodded, wanting to trust her. But my gut screamed otherwise. The first twist came on a quiet Saturday. Mia was in the shower, her phone on the kitchen counter buzzing. I glanced at it, not meaning to snoop, but the name. On the screen, Stop Me Cold Max, Franklin Maxa, real estate broker. We'd met at a charity gala last year, all charm and polished suits. Why was he texting my wife at 7 a.m.? I hesitated, then swiped. Her password was still our anniversary. The messages were, a gut punch, can't wait to see you in Miami, that dress you wore last time. Damn asterisk, her reply, your trouble. I'll pack it asterisk. My hands shook the phone. Slipping photos followed Mia in a bar, Max's arm around her. Her smile, one I hadn't seen in months, stood frozen. The shower's hum deafening. This wasn't a girls' trip. Mia was cheating, and Emma and Lily were in on it. Their group chat filled with coded plans. Asterisk, make sure Alex doesn't suspect. Asterisk, my friends. My family had betrayed me. Tourage. Burned, but I didn't confront her, not yet. Revenge isn't a scream. It's a strategy. I took screenshots, emailed them to myself, and locked her phone. Me heart a war zone. Mia emerged, towel-wrapped, humming Morning Babe. She said, kissing my cheek. I forced a smile, my voice steady. Big day. She nodded. Oblivious client stuff, then drinks with the girls. Lee's so easy for her. I played along, pouring her coffee. My mind racing. Crestwood Wealth gave me resources, financial networks, discreet contacts. I'd use them to unravel her secrets. I hired a private investigator, Ava Voss, a pro who'd helped a client catch a shady partner follow. Mia, Maxima, and Lily. I told her, I need proof, not just texts. Ava's eyes were sharp. This will hurt, Alex. You ready? I wasn't. But I nodded at home. I kept up the act dinners with Maya, her hand in mine, her lies a performance. I pretended to believe. Each night, I check her phone, the texts growing bolder. Miami's gonna be our escape. Baby asterisk, my stomach churned. But I stayed calm, building my case. Ava's first report came a week later. Photos of Maya and Max at a Raleigh hotel. Their hands linked her, laugh caught mid-frame. Emma and Lily were there too, laughing like conspirators. The hotel was booked under Max's company, Franklin Properties, a detail that Stungy was using his real estate clout to hide their affair. Ava's notes were brutal asterisk. They meet twice a week. Emma covers for her asterisk, my friends, my wife of Betrayal. Woven tight, the second twist hit when I dug into Max's finances. Crestwood's. Access let me trace his accounts. He'd funneled $50,000 into a shell company. Payments labeled consulting to Mia's design firm. She wasn't just cheating. She was taking his money, blurring lines between affair and fraud. Was she in love or playing him? The question gnawed at me, but it didn't change my plan. I met my lawyer, Daniel Pierce, a calm veteran who'd handled my firm's contracts, prepare divorce papers, I said, and flag that shell company for the IRS. Daniel raised an eyebrow. You're playing hardball. Alex, I nodded. Hardball was all I had left. The third curveball came at a dinner with Emma and Lily. Mia invited them over, her smile bright, oblivious to my knowledge. I watched them, their chatter too easy, their glances too careful. Lily mentioned Miami, her voice faltering when I asked, "Who's going?" Mia jumped in. "Just us girls." I smiled, sipping my wine. Eyes on Emma. She squirmed, her laugh forced. They thought I was clueless. But I was a step ahead. Ava's latest report in my inbox. Mia and Max kissing in. A car, Emma's SUV, parked nearby. My friends were her accomplices, and I'd make them pay. I let Mia plan her Miami trip, helping her pack. My voice warm, "Have fun," I said, kissing her forehead. She smiled, her eyes soft, and I almost faltered. Almost. But the screenshots, photos, her lies kept me steady. I booked a flight to Miami same day, different airline. Ava tracked their resort, a luxury spot on South Beach. I packed light clothes, divorce papers, and a USB drive with every text, photo, and financial record. This wasn't just a cheating story. It was my reckoning, and I deliver it where it hurt most. The plane's hum was a steady pulse. As I flew to Miami, the USB drive heavy in my pocket. Mia's text to Max, branded in my mind. Miami's gonna be our escape, baby, asterisk, her smile. As I'd kissed her goodbye, haunted me, a mask of love hiding a cheating story that cut deeper each day. Emma and Lily's betrayal, covering for her, laughing at my trust fueled my resolve. I wasn't the clueless husband they thought I was. Alex Whitaker, and I'd turn their lives into a reckoning. The divorce papers tucked in my bag were my opening move, but I needed more than legalities. I needed them to feel the weight of their choices. I landed in Miami at dusk, the air thick with salt and heat. Ava had tracked Mia's group to a South Beach resort, a glittering oasis of palm trees and infinity pools. I checked into a nearby hotel, a budget spot far from their luxury, my anonymity. My shield Ava met me in the lobby. Her laptop opened, her voice low. "They're in suite. At 12:04, she said, sliding me a keycard she charmed from a bellhop. Mia and Max were at the pool bar an hour ago. Emma and Lily are with them playing lookout. My jaw tightened. Anything new? She nodded, pulling up a photo. Mia and Max hands linked, boarding a private yacht yesterday. They're not subtle, Ava said, but Max is sloppy. His shell company's transactions are a mess. The IRS is already sniffing. I lean back, the lobby's hum fading. Mia wasn't just cheating. She was tangled in Max's financial game. Sure, design firm a front for his $50,000 consulting payments. Was she a pawn or a player? The question burned, but it didn't change my plan. Keep tabs on them. I told Ava, I want every move, every call. She nodded, her eyes sharp. You're walking a tightrope, Alex. Don't slip. I wouldn't. This wasn't rage. It was precision. The first twist came that night. I slipped into the resort, blending with the crowd, my baseball cap. Low the pool area, glowed music pulsing. Mia's laugh cutting through the noise. She was there in a red dress, Max's arm around her waist, Emma and Lily giggling nearby. My chest tightened, not from pain but from clarity. They thought they were untouchable. Their betrayal. A private joke. I snapped photos from a distance, my phone hidden each click a brick in my case. Then, I saw something that stopped me cold. A man, in a dark suit, watching them from a balcony, his phone to his ear. Ava's text came seconds later. That's Jack Reese, Max's business partner, shady guy, tied offshore accounts. She's not here for fun. Asterisk my pulse. Quickened Max wasn't just a cheater, he was neck deep in something bigger. And Mia was in the crosshairs. I retreated, my mind racing. Crestwood Wealth gave me access to financial networks, and I used them, pulling Jack's records, his company tied to Max's. Shell had funneled millions through fake real estate deals. Mia's payments were a drop in the bucket, but her name was on the contracts. She wasn't just cheating, she was complicit knowingly. Or not. The realization didn't soften me, it hardened my resolve. I spent the next day shadowing them. Ava's updates. My guide, Mia, and Max were inseparable. Lunch at a beachfront cafe, a shopping spree. Her hand in his, Emma and Lily tagged along, their laughter a mockery of our friendship. I stayed invisible. My anger, a quiet fire. Ava hacked Max's email, sending me a goldmine messages to Jack about cleaning the books before a deal close. One email mentioned Miash is useful, but if she talks, we're done. Asterisk. My stomach churned. Mia wasn't just a lover, she was a liability, and Max was ready to cut her loose. The second twist hit that evening. I was in my hotel reviewing Ava's footage when my phone buzzed. A text from Lily asterisk, Alex, we need to talk. I'm in Miami, meet me at the pier. 10 p.m. asterisk, my blood ran cold. Lily, the quiet one, the one I trusted most after Mia was. This a trap, I called Ava who. Trace Lily's phone to a bar near the resort, she's alone. Ava said, no Max, no. Mia could be legit. I didn't trust it, but I went the USB drive in my pocket, a recorder in my jacket. The pier was dark, waves crashing below. Lily stood under a streetlight, her face pale. Her hands twisting. Alex, she said, her voice shaking. I'm so sorry. I didn't want this. I kept my distance, my voice still. You covered for her. You laughed while she cheated. She flinched, tears. Welling, Mia begged us to keep it quiet. She said it was a fling, that she'd end it. End it. End it. But Max, he's dangerous. He's using her, Alex, those payments to her firm. They're not for design. They're for laundering. Money, my jaw clenched. Why tell me now? She looked away, her voice barely audible because I saw Jack watching her. He's not here for a vacation. He's cleaning up loose ends. Lily's confession was a bombshell, but I didn't trust her fully. She'd betrayed me once, her tears could be an act. Prove it, I said, handing her a burner phone. Get me evidence, she nodded, slipping it into her purse. I'll try, but Alex, Mia's scared. She knows she's in too deep. I didn't care about Mia's fear. She'd chosen Max. Chosen lies. I walked away, the pure shadow swallowing Lily's sobs. The game had shifted. Max wasn't just a lover, he was a criminal, and Mia was his shield. The third twist came the next morning. Ava sent a video from the resort security feed, Mia and Max arguing by the pool. Her voice sharp, his hands grabbing her arm. You promised this wouldn't touch. Alex, she hissed. Max's reply was cold. You're in this, Miano backing out. She yanked away, her face pale, and stormed off. Emma watched, her expression uneasy, but didn't follow my heart, didn't soften it. Hardened, Mia might be scared, but she'd built this cage and I wasn't her savior. I dug deeper, cross-referencing Jack's deals with Mia's firm. The $50,000 was pocket change. Jack's network had moved $10 million through shell companies. Mia's signatures on half the contracts. She wasn't a victim. She was a partner profiting from Max's crimes. I forwarded the evidence to Danielle, me lawyer, with a note asterisk, tip the feds anonymously asterisk. Daniel called, his voice tense. This could bring down Franklin Properties. Maybe more, you sure about this? Alex, I was Mia's affair was personal, but her fraud was a crime, and I'd let the law handle. The confrontation was coming, but I needed the perfect moment. Ava tracked their plans, a private dinner at the resort's rooftop restaurant. Mia, Max, Emma, and Lily, a celebration of their escape. I prepared my move, the divorce papers in a manila envelope, the USB drive backed up on a secure server. I'd confront them publicly where their lies couldn't hide, but Lily's warning about Jack lingered. Was he a threat or a distraction? I told Ava to watch him, her drone capturing his movements, meetings and back rooms, calls in alley. She was circling a shark smelling blood the night before the dinner. I met Daniel at a Miami cafe far from the resort. He slid me a folder. Divorce papers, asset splits, and a whistleblower report for the IRS. You're set, he said, but Alex, this. We'll destroy Mia, you ready for that? I looked at the ocean, its waves, restless, and nodded. She destroyed us first. Daniel didn't argue. I left the folder under my arm, the city's pulse matching mine. Mia thought Miami was her freedom. She was about to learn. It was her trap. The fourth twist came hours later. Lily texted the burner phone asterisk, found something. Max's laptop files on Miyahi's setting her up to take the file asterisk attached was a screenshot. An email from Max to Jack asterisk. If the feds come, she's the scapegoat. Her signature is not mine. Asterisk. My blood boiled. Max wasn't just cheating, he was framing my wife, and she was too blind to see it. I didn't pity her, but the game had changed. I'd expose them all, but I'd do it my way, clean sharp. And final. I stood on my hotel balcony, Miami's lights sprawling below the envelope in my hand tomorrow. I'd walk into their dinner, lay out the truth, and watch their world collapse. Mia's laugh, Max's smirk, Emma's lies. They built this. I'd tear it down this. Cheating story wasn't just about betrayal. It was about justice, and I was ready to deliver. The Miami night was thick with humidity. The resort's rooftop restaurant, aglow with string lights and clinking glasses. I stood at the edge of the terrace, the manila. Envelope in my hand, the divorce papers inside, a guillotine for Mia's lees. Below, the ocean churned, mirroring the storm in my chest. Lily's screenshot burned in my mind. Max's email to Jack, framing Mia as the fall guy for their fraud. She wasn't innocenter. Signatures on those contracts as damning as her text to Max. But she was a pawn in a bigger game. This wasn't just a cheating wife story anymore. It was a chessboard, and I was about to checkmate them all. Mia, Max, Emma, and even Jack Reese. I adjusted my tie, the USB drive secure in my pocket, Ava's drone feed streaming to my phone. Maya sat at a corner table, radiant in a white dress, Max's hand on her knee. Emma laughed too loudly. Lily's smile strained her eyes, darting to the entrance. She knew I was coming. Her text last night had begged me to wait, but I was done waiting. 7 years of love, trust, and dreams shattered by Mia's affair and her friend's complicity. I'd expose them here publicly where their lies couldn't hide. The first twist came as I approached Jack. Reese was at the bar, his dark suit blending with the shadows, his eyes locked on Mia's table. Ava's warning echoed. He's cleaning up loose ends asterisk. My pulse quickened. Jack wasn't just Max's partner, he was a predator, and Mia was prey. I hesitated, my plan shifting, confronting them now might tip Jack off, letting him slip away. I texted Ava. Asterisk track. Jack, if he moves, follow asterisk her. Reply was instant asterisk on. Be careful. Asterisk I slipped into a booth. My cap low, watching Mia laugh, oblivious. To the danger circling her, the dinner unfolded. Their voices carrying. Max toasted to new beginnings, his smirk a blade to my gut. Emma clinked glasses, Lily's hand trembling. I snapped photos, my phone hidden each frame, a nail in their coffin. Then Lily stood, excusing herself, and headed for the restroom. My burner phone buzzed asterisk, meet me in the hall now. Asterisk I followed, my heart pounding, the envelope heavy in my hand. In the dim hallway, Lily's face was pale, her voice a whisper. Alex, you can't do this. Here, Jack's watching. He knows you're digging. I narrowed my eyes. You're still protecting her. She shook her head. Tears. Welling, no, I'm protecting you. Max told Jack, you're a threat. Those financial records you pulled. They know my blood ran cold. Jack wasn't. Just after Mia, he was after me, my Fermi life. Lily handed me a flash drive from Max's laptop. Proof he framed me, ows it, but not tonight, please. I pocketed it, my voice steel go. Back to your dinner. Lily, you're not off the hook. She nodded, slipping away, her footsteps soft against the marble. The second twist hit as I returned to the terrace. Ava's text flashed. Jack's on the move meeting. Someone in the parking garage. Asterisk, I glanced at Mia's table. Max was gone, his seat empty. My gut twisted. Were they closing ranks? I signaled a waiter, slipping him a note for me. Asterisk, meet me by the pool. 10 minutes. We need to talk. Asterisk. I didn't sign it, but she'd know I needed her. Away from Jack, from Maxto. Deliver the truth where it hurt most. The pool area was quiet, its turquoise glow eerie in the dark. I stood by a cabana. The envelope in hand, my recorder on Mia appeared, her dress shimmering, her face a mix of confusion and fear. Alex, she gasped. Stopping short, what are you doing here? I stepped forward. My voice low, steady. I know about Max, the texts, the hotel, the money. I know everything. Her eyes widened, her hands trembling. It's not what you think, she stammered. I tossed the envelope at her feet, papers spilling, divorce filings. Screenshots, bank records. Don't lie, Mia, you cheated Emma, and Lily helped in Maxie's using you to cover his fraud. She sank to her knees, sobbing, the papers crumpling under her. I didn't mean to hurt you, she whispered. Max was a mistake. I got caught up. I laughed cold and sharp. Caught up. You signed contracts. Mia, you laundered his money. Her face drained of color, her voice breaking. I didn't know it was fraud. He said it was for his business. I didn't buy it. You chose him over me every day. You chose him. She reached for me, but I stepped back. You're done, Mia sows. Max's voice cut through the night back. Off Alexei stormed toward us, his fists clenched. Emma and Lily trailing, their faces pale. I stood my ground, my recorder capturing every word. Tell her, Max, I said. Tell her how you plan to frame her for your crimes. His eyes flickered, his swagger faltering. Mia turned, her voice shaking. What's he talking about? Max grabbed her arm, his voice low. He's lying, bablets. Go. I stepped closer, my voice a blade, the flash. Drive, Max, your emails too. Jack, she's your scapegoat. The third twist exploded. Jack appeared, his suit crisp, his eyes cold enough. He said, his voice slicing the air, would take her, you're out of your depth. My heart raced, but I didn't flinch him. The feds have your records. Jack offshore. Accounts, fake deals, you're done. His smile was thin, dangerous. Bold move, but Mia's signatures are on those deals. She falls first. Mia gasped, pulling away from Max. You lied to me, she whispered, her voice raw. Max lunged at me, his fist swinging, but I dodged, my own punch connecting with his jaw. He stumbled, crashing into a lounge chair, the pool's glow illuminating. His shock. Emma screamed, Lily froze, and resort staff rushed in, radios crackling. I tossed the USB drive to a security guard, my voice calm. Give this to the police. It's evidence of fraud. Mia sobbed, her dress stained with pool water, her world collapsing. Jack slipped away, his shadow vanishing into the crowd, but Ava's drone was on him. I'd made sure of that. I looked at Maya, her eyes pleading, but I felt nothing. You did this, I said, turning away the staff. Held Max, Emma, and Lily huddled, their betrayal exposed to strangers' stares. The fallout was swift. The feds raided Franklin Properties. Max arrested for fraud, his empire crumbling. Jack disappeared, but Ava's tip ensured he wouldn't run far. Mia's design firm tanked. Her name tied to the scandal, her clients fleeing. Emma and Lily faced their own reckoning. Emma's law firm sideline. Her Lily's school board questioned her ethics. I filed for divorce. My assets, secure, Crestwood wealth untouched. The press caught wind. Asterix financial planner exposes. Wife's affair topples. Fraud ring. Asterix, I didn't seek the spotlight, but it found me, my pain. A headline. Mia called once. Her voice broken. Alex, I'm sorry. I was stupid. I hung up, her words too late. She moved to her parents, Diane and Thomas Waverly. Their support. Grudging, I sold our house, the memories too heavy, and bought a condo downtown. A fresh start, my firm grew new clients drawn to my story. A man who turned betrayal into justice. I didn't hate Mia, not anymore. I pitied her, a woman who traded love for lies, now living with the consequences. Months later, I saw her at a coffee shop, her face gaunt, her eyes avoiding mine. She was with her mother, her laughter gone. A shadow of the woman I'd loved. I didn't approach. I'd moved on, not to another woman, but to a life I controlled. USB drive the papers to punch. They weren't vengeance, they were survival. But as I walked away, her silhouette in the window, a question lingered sharp. As the morning light, did I break her too harshly? Or was her ruin the justice she deserved? What would you have done in my place? Share your thoughts below.